Well, game 2 was a very, very, very similar game to game 1, except the difference is this time the Liberty actually did it. I said from the start, first to 80 wins. Turns out the team hit 80. The team hit 80. I said early in the game, first to 80 wins. Unlike game 1, where it had a really dramatic ending, this was a terrible game of basketball. From start to finish, both teams. I thought Breanna Stewarts was super. She was super. Even though the title's probably going to say Breanna Stewart because that's what's going to get clicks rather than Breanna Stewarts. No, it is like Stewie and Breanna Stewarts were two best players. Breanna Stewarts on offense, she was 8 of 14, but she was 7 of 8 at one stage. She hit another huge shot that ended up not counting like 3 minutes later. But like this game was 64-66. They ended on a 14-2 run, the Liberty. But the Liberty went from being up 17 in the first half. They were up 17, and then they got it back to 2. They got it back to 2 points. And this time the Liberty actually closed the deal. They had chances. They had a lot of chances. I think they had the ball, if I'm not mistaken. And McBride missed a 3. Courtney Williams decided to do her best Caitlin Clark impression by turning the ball over 5 times. A lot down the stretch as well. Heidemann didn't do the same thing as she did in the first game. Courtney Williams shot well. She was very careless with the ball. Alana Smith, I thought, was fine. She doesn't really do anything crazy. And Fee Collier, I thought, had a good game. 16 points. But the problem is Fee turned the ball over a lot. She got called for 3 travels. I'm like, it's just a weird one. But Breanna Stewart, I thought, was very good. I don't know what was up with Sabrina. Sabrina had 12 points. I'm not joking. She had 12 points with a minute into the second quarter. And then she took 0 field goals. I think what was it? She was 5 of 7 in the first quarter. And from the first quarter onwards, she shot the ball twice. I don't know what happened there. Because it looked like it was going to be Sabrina game, and she just stopped shooting. She played 36 minutes to not shoot. Niara Sabli, I didn't even realize was on the floor. Leni Fibic didn't do anything the whole game. She hit the dagger. Up 6 points, wide open for 3 with a minute and a half to go. Bang, dagger. She pulls up on the break. And you've then got John Quell, who at 14, had an alright game. I still feel like she should be a bigger part of the offense because Alana Smith can't guard her. But it was just one of those games where it looked like the Liberty were doing everything they could to try let the Minnesota Lynx back in the game. The Lynx were terrible. They were honestly terrible. It's as bad a game as I've seen them play. And I mean, I wouldn't say that they had the great, we had, the Liberty played the greatest, but the Lynx were awful. They're absolutely awful. Their bench combined for what? 5 points. This is a bench that contains Maisha Haidzala, and Heidemann, and Xander Lassini. Dorka Juhas. I saw her walk onto the floor in the third quarter, and I'm like, what's just happened? But it was because of Fee's foul trouble. It was really because of Fee's foul trouble. But the real story of the game was Breanna Hamilton. She played good defense, but it was her offense really that was a huge, huge factor. Wait, what's her name? Sabrina was plus 20 on the floor? Jesus. A lot of huge shots. I know if you're looking plus minus, you'd be like, oh, they were worse when she was on the floor. She hit a lot of big shots there. They were down. I think she hit a corner 3. It was a 2-point game. It was Breanna Stewarts to hit the corner 3. She hit a couple of fadeaways. 4 of 6 from 3. She had 20 points on 14 shots, which is impressive. And again, they just hit shots when it mattered. Whereas they didn't hit shots when it mattered. In game 1, they hit shots when it mattered in this game. And it's big for the Liberty because they just handed the Lynx opportunity after opportunity after opportunity to come back in this game. There is no way this game should have been. Like, it's a 14-point game. It was 66-64. With how long left was it? 66-64. Like, it was 64-66 with 5 minutes to go. And unlike the other game where it was around this time right here that the Liberty went up 15 the last time they played, Fee Collier, like, Courtney Williams, they have a chance to tie it. Courtney Williams turns it over, just throwing the ball to Stewie. And then they have another, they're down two possessions in a row. Turnover for Courtney Williams. Like, it was just a tragic Johnson fourth quarter-esque performance. And then Jonquel Jones gets an offensive rebound. Stewie misses. Courtney Williams, in fairness, she does bring it back to 2. And then Benijah Laney hits a huge shot. Kayla McBride misses a chance to make it a 2-point game. And they come out. So Stewie makes one free throw. Courtney Williams misses. Phoebich misses. Courtney Williams turns it over again. Phoebich then goes down and hits a 3 to end the game. Realistically, she ended the game with that shot. And this was one of those games where it's like the Liberty did everything they could. They did. Don't know why I went to Reddit right there. That is kind of odd. Just give me 1 second. Obviously, I just clicked on the wrong. I had other tabs open. But they did everything they could. They did everything they could to hand that game to the Lynx, and the Lynx just didn't take it. The Lynx didn't take it. Like, they scored 66 points. That's just not enough. You're not going to win a game scoring 66. You're simply put, you are not going to get to win a game ever in the WNBA Finals, especially with how good you're looking at the Liberty being. The Liberty will not ever score less than 66 points in a game. So if you're the Lynx, you got to come out firing. And for a team that play as good offense as the Lynx do to put up 66 points, partially credit to New York Liberty's defense and partially just a horrible, horrible shooting performance and just offensive performance in general from Minnesota. As great as Benijah Laney was, she's probably the only player who played really well. Stewie, I thought, did a great job on defense, but yeah. To be fair, the last game, Courtney Williams was the reason they came back. She was the reason they won it, and today her lack of care of the ball was the reason they lost it. So we're now even in the series. I'm unfortunately not going to be able to see it in game 3. I was like hoping that it was going to be a sweep so that I could see them lifting the trophy. I could be there for it. But unfortunately, I will not be. Now I wanted to go to game 5. And if you are any news company that wants to send somebody to game 5 of the WNBA Finals and is willing to get somebody to do some work for you guys, like I'll do some TikToks, I'll do some YouTube shorts, I'll do some promotion. If you're willing to send me to game 5 of the WNBA Finals if it happens, my business email's on the channel. But anyway, that's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.